Welcome back to The Mind is the Altar. Now, if you are listening to this message, perhaps it was for you. It's going to be a real quick message. Nothing is coincidence. There's a reason why you found this video. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a clip just so I can refresh your mind. Sometimes we kind of like get ahead of ourselves in a situation in life and we miss the lesson that's taking place. Meanwhile, I just want you to know everything is going to be okay. I know how you feel. I know how you feel now. You feel like you are on hold. Meanwhile, you are waiting for something to happen in order for you to move forward. There is some part in your life right now, it feels like it's upside down, just like the hangman. See, when it comes to the hangman, you can do a lot of readings with other cards. But this is not about reading. This is not about tarot reading. This is just a quick message that the mind is the altar. I was urged, I felt like I need to, give this message out to whoever runs into this video. So you feel like your life is upside down, just like the hangman, right? See, sometimes the universe, God, the higher power, whoever you believe in, will pause everything in your life for your own good. And then when this happens, we get terrified, oh my God, this is happening, this is not happening anymore, why, this. No, your job is to sit down and relax, meditate, observe. Everything in your life, everything that happens in your life, sometimes is for your own good. See, the hangman, he is not in pain, even though he is hanging upside down. He is chill. And it's clear that he did not hang himself on that tree. Something or someone put him on pause. Whether you are waiting for an answer in some area in your life, or you are waiting for something to happen, but you feel like things are just taking too long and you're just hanging in there. Don't rush it. Don't overthink it. Everything is calculated. Sometimes we don't know how to put to a stop to some things in our lives that is not good for us. So guess what? The universe creates a situation for us to where we have no choice but to be on hold, on pause. And when these things happens, sometimes that's why we see things are delayed in our life. Things are put on hold in our lives. Sometimes it could be a bad habit to where your financial is just all of a sudden gone, it's on pause, to where now you're really craving to afford for your bad habit. But this is the universe trying to say, hey, it's time for you to stop and think about this, right? Or maybe you're waiting for an answer for, to your loved one to say yes, and you feel like everything is upside down. Right now, where you at, there's no accident to where you at. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. If there's something in your life right now, it's on hold. Everything is calculated. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Do not overthink. It won't do anything. Right? There is a reason. Let me tell you something. We all have done this. There is a reason why we forget to grab something we need in our life before we get in our car because we're in a rush. But that small moment that we ran back in the house to get whatever it is that we forgot, it is the same moment that saves our lives. Nothing is coincidence. Check out this clip. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for joining in The Mind is the Altar.
You were booked on the flight, I think, from Boston that hit the South Tower. Mm-hmm. And you didn't get on it. Why?
A combination of two things. I was giving a lecture at my college the night before and went out with some of the faculty afterwards and had a few pints. And
so you got drunk?
Yes. And coupled with the fact that my travel agent had listed the flight on my itinerary as leaving 10 minutes later than it did. And I was generally late for flights. I'd missed a lot of flights prior to that, so it wasn't like it was anything crazily out of the ordinary. But I got to the counter and I said, yeah, I'm booked on flight 11, and the one behind the counter said, sorry, you're too late. They just closed the gate. And I said, all right, well, I'll take the 11 o'clock. Went into the lounge, fell asleep, woke up about 45 minutes later to a commotion, and the first plane had hit, and sat there and watched the second plane hit, and they announced what flight it was, and I turned to the guy next to me and said, my God, that was the flight I was supposed to be on. I was late. I missed it.
What an incredible thing to realize has just happened to the plane you should have been on.
Yeah. I mean, there was that wonderful unity that we've since completely abandoned. I've never felt more than when I was standing at the bar at 9 o'clock in the morning and saying to the bartender, hey, can you pour me a shot? And he's like, yeah, here you go, it's on the house. And that feeling that must have been what our grandparents felt during World War II, where this is, in that moment everything was, we're all the same. But I'm not a fatalist. I was not shaken to the core in the way that I changed my whole outlook on life, mainly because I had missed planes before, and coincidences do happen. I mean, a day before that incident, I could have been crossing the street 5 minutes earlier and gotten hit by a car and never known that I just missed it.